Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. I have not done anything with the website recently, and I'm feeling a little guilty about it. But I'm not going to let that stop me. Oh, I took the dog out this morning. It's been raining since yesterday, and we're waiting on our first real snow of the season, which it's late because it's like mid-November. But yeah, I love that it has to rain first, so it's nice and slippery, my first drive in the real snow. Victoria's still home today because we don't have her COVID test results yet, even though I know it's going to be negative because she's walking around all happy. This morning, she was up before me, and she wants to play with the dog, and I'm like, Mommy needs to have her coffee. I need my quiet time. Where'd my quiet time go? Anyway, so I'm hiding out in the she shop again. I'm going to hand sand this. So this is what it looked like when it's dry. And I like the distress look, so I'm going to give it a more distressing, but more strategic distressing than when I pulled the paint off yesterday. So that's why I repainted it, and now I'm going to hit it with a little distressing. I like it. I do like the buffalo check truck. So I'm going to cut this off, probably above that hole. I can see you. Little peephole. So I'm probably going to cut it off there. And then my husband's actually cutting me. Guys, you know what I found? I found a stencil that looks almost identical to the freaking stamp Santa. So I'm like, hey, hun. He's got a plotter. I'm like, can you cut me this Santa? I found the SVG files, EPS files, and it was like $1.65 on Etsy to buy it. And he's like, yeah. So I bought it, and he's going to cut me a few to make the Santa ones out of these because I really did like the Santa. I just don't, guys, I don't think I'm qualified for stamping. I know, told me to get the stamp pads, but they're a lot of money for something if it doesn't work out. Like, I mean, I failed miserably, y'all. Failed miserably. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. If I can't do it. If I find some stamp pads at the thrift store, I will do it. Okay? But let's hand sand this sucker today. And then I want to get this done. So a lot of you were asking. Donna asked. She wanted to see it with trees. I'm not done yet. So I did the spray painting on this. Guys, that spray paint, like, it's amazing. Because even hours later, you didn't smell it. It dried in this room. And when I walked in, maybe in the first 20 minutes, it was like, it smells like something, but not spray paint. And then the next day, nothing. Like, no off-gassing. I was really, really surprised. And I don't know if it's that sugar propellant that they're using or what the deal is. But being chemically sensitive like me, it's almost worth the half-size can, at least for smaller projects, to not have the odor. Because I mean, I have to sometimes set projects in the garage to dry because I can't take the smell, and all winter long, it's really cold out there. So it's not good. So I can't spray. And I asked my husband if I can leave it in the shop, and he doesn't want it in the shop. Anyway, it's a big production. And if you're chemically sensitive, you just can't have it around. So I end up having to brush a lot of things that I could easily spray, like spindles and things like that. This is a game changer, Martha. Thanks, Martha. It's a game changer. But I'm going to get this worked on today. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to lay down on the surface. So I did find a red velvet, but I think that's just not right for putting trees and stuff on. I need to do like a snow. And I wanted to do an angel today. Remember about that angel? at the thrift store, the porcelain head and hands. And I want to put her on one of those tree cones instead of making their cone. And I'm going to use Victoria's Bloody Bride costume. So she was a Bloody Bride with one of the newer dresses, which, you know, it was what it was. She was a zombie bride, actually. And I didn't want to just throw the dress out, but there's a lot of areas that don't have any blood on them that would be cute as the angel dress. So I'm going to try and salvage as much of this dress as I can to an angel, going from a zombie bloody bride to an angel. See, I just liked the way it kind of gives it more of a, you can see the grain now through the tree. And the Merry Christmas isn't perfect. It's like you can see the green. I love that. Okay, so we're, anyway, I'm done talking about it. Let's clear it. And I'm going to use a matte Mod Podge because I want a matte finish on it. Mod Podge can be used as a clear coat too, for those of you who are unaware of that. I went ahead and sanded the edges that were really, really rough because, you know, I'm going to go in someone's home. Okay, guys, look, I found a section of wedding gown that was wide enough. I mean, well, this part has a little paint on it, but this will cover it. So it's just perfect for covering this cone to make that angel I was talking about. So I am going to get some hot glue going, and we're going to glue this down, and we're going to make ourselves an angel. Well, aside from gluing myself to the project, anytime I work with glue, I seem to glue myself to whatever I'm working on. Ow. Ow. Doesn't look bad. It's a little wonky. I'm going to see if I can figure that out. But I, of course, do not have my fabric scissors. The last time I saw those, they were in my husband's shop. And he says he doesn't have them. But we got it. So this sticks up a little bit up here. And I didn't want to push that down because I don't know how the head fits on there. We are going to put the angel wings on and the head on. And she's going to look beautiful. In my mind. Seriously, I need to make a shirt that says, in my mind, it's going to be great. Okay, here she is. As you can see, they were going to just put it on this little tube here, but we're going to make her a big angel. I should not have glued the top down at all because it looks like they gave her shoulders. It's not just the head, it's shoulders too. All right, I glued her head on. Now she got sleeves, and I am putting it on the dress. There she goes. This is what it's going to be because it's glued on now. So I just glued. Kind of gives her a little cape, too. She's starting to look like something. I have to figure out what to do to trim this off. Let's get her wings on her, too. And I think they should be up like that, not down like that. Seriously, if you're buying craft supplies anywhere but the thrift store, because all this is from the thrift store, even the dress. The bridal gown was from the thrift store. I'm going to have to figure all this out yet. She's still drying. I don't want to start tugging on it till it's cooled off here. Okay, to finish it off, the bottom of the skirt had this lovely scallop. I had to remove the lining and the second layer of lace. Ooh, look, I just have a scallop. Maybe if I just did that. Oh, that's perfect. Look, this is coming right off. So I'm just going to use this scallop to finish off her neckline, and I'm going to use Martha Stewart's, because I got this at the thrift store. Remember, I had a 2-pack, one of gloss, one of matte, fabric to fabric matte Mod Podge. Martha always has what we need. That didn't work at all. Okay, come on, Martha. Don't let me down, Martha. It's got a lot more glue in there. It holds it in place. Come on, Martha. I do have my it's not holding. Upset. Stay. Pin. Yes, I do have glue and string and things hanging off of me. Yeah. Because I'm crafting. And that. I'm gonna have to trim it all off once it's dry because right now I'm pulling things apart. But she's modest again. She looks cute. Not too bad. Let's let her dry and then I'll trim off her pieces. But while she's drying, I'm gonna go find something else to do here. Alrighty, we've got Mod Podge. I've got this covered with the white fabric. My phone had to do an update, so I was like waiting. And I'm gonna cover it with Mod Podge, and I'm gonna do it fairly thick because this is where the snow is gonna go. The snow. I'm making a huge mess with the snow. Okay, so Donna from Distressed Donna had asked me what I use for my cold weld for heavy duty projects. I use the 2-part, the original JB Weld, Quick Weld. It's got like 5,000 PSI or something like that. What is it? I can't remember. It's like 5,000 PSI. So this is the one that I use. So that's what I used on the box, but I also use it on heavier duty stuff. I'm going to be using it again on a lantern that broke. The one that comes in a stick like this is like 900 PSI, and it's not going to hold as much. So this is the strongest one they've got. That's why I use this one. This is the Quick Wood that I use, but the Quick Weld, the 2-part, I like it better. So, because it's extremely strong. It's very, very strong. So I told her in an email, but I'm letting you guys know in case anybody else is wondering. If you had seen her comment and you're like, so what do we use? That's what I use. And I keep it in a baggie. Clipped to my wall. There you go. So that's what I use. And it works fantastic. It holds, obviously. That's not going anywhere. But yeah, it's, I think, the strongest one on the market. So that's what I would use. Okay, so I put the snowman on there. And I think he looks cute. But I went out, I need something here. So I was thinking I would put like a little ho-ho-ho thing. Which doesn't make sense because it's a freaking snowman. But I don't have Merry Christmas and I don't have anything like that. So I'm like, oh. I don't know. I don't know, no. What I am going to do though is I put a mound of glue around the snowman. I'm going to hide that little base that he's sitting on because it just didn't look right. So I got glitter, got a glitter shaker. And then I hot glued the base and then just shook the glitter around him. So that, what are you, camera's weird. Won't focus on him. What's going on, camera? Hello. There we go. You can see it there. Because I don't want that plastic mound just sitting on top of it. I think that works. Alrighty. Now what? Because I don't know what I want to do here yet. And until I figure it out, I think he's done until I decide if something's going to go over here. And for something to go over there, I have to figure it out. Like, I would have to find something that works. Because none of the buttons that I had worked. None of the packages, none of the little miniatures worked. Okay, I just tried like 10 different items and none of them are right. So I'm going to set it aside for now because it's not right. I haven't found the right piece to fit there. So it is going to be done until something goes, pick me, and nothing's saying pick me yet. So we're going to just leave this little guy the way he is right now. And that's what it's going to be until I figure this out. This is not, I mean, I tried pink beads. I tried, these were too red. The pine cones were too big. This was, I think, too green. The white doesn't show up on white. I'm like, no. This is a little bench. No. Nothing works. So I'm just setting it aside for now. What did I say? What else was I going to do today? Better watch the intro. Okay, so that was it. So we have our angel. Ta-da! This number. And then I sanded the... Where'd that go? I set it to dry. So Donna suggested that she saw on Julie's Design and Signs, I think it is. It's another YouTuber. That she uses like a drop cloth to make a pocket. And she staples it like around the bottom. First, I think my staples would go through here. I don't think that would work. But she just puts greenery in them. I'm going to cut this one off. And then perhaps we'll try that in the future with something that's a little thicker. Because the shingles are very thin on the bottom. Like, there's no way this is going to hold a staple. So I need to drill holes, which I'm going to do now before I forget. And then we're going to put some rope through it, and it'll be super cute, I think. Oh, you know what? I'm going to repurpose this rope. Okay, so I pulled these out of a drawer. I've had them for years. There was a bunch on the other side, too. And I can't remember what I was going to do with them as far as a craft project went. I know what I'm going to do with them now. I'm going to put trees on them. So as long as I'm taking this apart to put trees on these, I'm going to make these tree bases. I'm just going to glue some trees on them like I did with that other one. Might as well use this to hang this sign. We're not losing any of it. At the time that I bought it and I thought I needed it for something, $2.50. So I want to make sure I can... I don't want to lose $2.50. I'm going to use it up. I like the idea of the pocket. I did check out that video, but she made other ones. She made pockets out of the embroidery hoops, which I was going to do doilies in them, and the doilies don't fit. So now I love that she used them for those pockets. I'm going to make some pockets, some greenery pockets out of those. So we're going to use that idea, Donna, just not on this particular one. I can never decide if I want the knots in the front or the back. No. Yep. Good enough. I'm going to saw the bottom off. I had to get the jigsaw because my circular saw is cordless. And of course, not charged. Okay, so I cut the bottom off and I kind of did a jagged thing because I wanted it to look like busted up. But yeah, I like it. So that's done. Got her COVID test back, negatory. So she's going back to school tomorrow, which means I am going to pick it. Yeah. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week, DIY tutorials, and of course, more junkin' videos.